India's gasping millions need action, says the New York Times. Now, the smog in northern India, especially Delhi, has caught the attention of international media. A lot has been written by Washington Post, Guardian, and Al Jazeera. I'll read it for you what the print media has written. The toxic smog in northern India, particularly Delhi, has caught the attention of the world press, drawing sharp comments from the top newspapers such as the New York Times, the Guardian, and the Dawn. India's gasping millions need Prime Minister Narendra Modi to demonstrate some of the strong leadership he promised when he was elected in 2014, wrote the New York Times in an article titled Choking on Air in New Delhi on November 12, 2017. The newspaper highlighted the inadequacy of the hodgepodge of stopgap measures and said, in this case, he, means Prime Minister Modi, could and should swiftly launch an emergency national action plan that includes funds for state governments to help farmers move quickly to other means of disposing of crop stubble. An earlier story on November 8 was headlined, In India, air so dirty your head hurts. In November 10 story on the website of the UK newspaper, The Guardian focused on the health impact of the hazardous pollution levels. Drawing attention to lack of law enforcement, it says the government of Punjab and Haryana have failed to persuade their farmers to comply with the ban on burning crop waste. The Punjab Chief Minister has so far declined to meet with the Delhi counterpart, asking instead for a central government to cooperate to coordinate a response. But the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, seemingly unwilling to claim ownership of such a challenging issue, is yet to comment. Now, dear friends, I will highlight that what Indian media couldn't do, the foreign print media said in one go, and that is the print media in the international level has clearly highlighted that the situation is alarming, no doubt. Number one. Number two, they have doubted the leadership of the Prime Minister Modi in tackling air pollution, smog in northern India, especially Delhi. They clearly point out the lack of coordination among chief ministers of Punjab, Haryana, and Delhi. Number two. Number three, they clearly point out that there has been no comment, no action, no nothing from the union government led by Modi with respect to pollution in Delhi. The leadership, the world looks toward the leadership of Modi with respect to not only commenting but also tackling and take long-term strategy and action with respect to pollution in Delhi, and that's what they are clearly saying. A November 10 story on the website of the UK newspaper The Guardian focused on the health impact of hazardous pollution levels, drawing attention to the lack of enforcement. It says the government of Punjab and Haryana have failed to persuade their farmers to comply with the ban on burning crop waste. The Punjab Chief Minister has so far declined to meet with the Delhi counterpart, asking instead for the central government to coordinate a response. But the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, seemingly unwilling to claim ownership of such a challenging issue, is yet to comment. The Guardian November 14 story on the Delhi government plan to have helicopters sprinkle water to reduce smog had a headline dripping with irony. Delhi smog fighting helicopters can't fly because of smog, it read. In Pakistan, the website of the newspaper Dawn carried a story on Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change Harshvardhan remark on death caused by pollution. Delhi choked by the pollution, but the Modi minister denies link with the deaths, said the headline. A story in the Washington Post titled Delhi is blanketed with toxic smog. This is why I attempted a socio-political analysis of the reasons why the pollution here has reached catastrophic levels. Delhi smog reveals that even in a well-functioning democracy, local or regional pollution problems can be very difficult to solve. So indirectly, they have challenged the democracy as well as the way the governments, union, state, and municipal levels that they function, and that they have failed to tackle the pollution. Democracy and competitive elections combined with federal politics may even make things worse. Perhaps only institutions like court, which are insulated from political pressure, could save Delhi citizens from extreme pollution, said the November 11 story. Al Jazeera covered the health crisis resulting from the pollution in video and text. Hospitals fill up in Delhi as killer smog continues, read one headline on November 12. Delhi choked with toxic smog as air quality worsens, read another the next day. A story on the website of the New Zealand Herald on public relations through the toxic has was titled Anger Rises as Toxic Air Chokes India's Capital. The New Zealand cricket team recently toured India for an ODI in T20 series. A Kenyan news outlet also took note of the toxic haze in its November 9 story. In capital, the New Delhi declares health emergency as smog choked city. Farmers can't give up stubble burning. Punjab CM Amarinder Singh on Wednesday said farmers cannot be expected to give up crop residue burning completely till the time they are provided viable solution. The statement comes on the day when CM Arvind Kejriwal met the Haryana counterpart Manohar Lal Khattar to discuss air pollution. So a very really pity situation wherein foreign media doubt the way democracy functions in India, the way we are organized, union, state, and municipal level, and they doubt whether we, as a great democracy, and the way the governments are structured, can tackle the air pollution. And the only ray of hope they found is that courts can do it, but union, states, and municipal levels they can't do it. They doubt the very leadership of Modi in tackling air pollution. A very pity situation, and the worst part is that India has been highlighted, but with respect to bad news. And this is not for foreign media to be blamed for, but the way we handle things in India.